Gotcha.
Hey, how's it going everybody? It's theGameconomist here, and guess who got the new scout rifle from the raid? That's right, the Conspirator dropped for me while I was in the Pleasure Garden. Although it probably should be called the Masochist Garden, because wow, that was probably one of the worst parts of the raid in my opinion. I just did not have that much fun. It was initially fun. It was like, oh, look at this, isn't this funny? And then like, I don't know, 7 hours later I was like, kill me. But yeah, I got this guy to drop and nobody else did, so I felt pretty good about it. And I went ahead and gave it some tests. In PvE, I actually have Frontier Justice, and I didn't really feel like this could replace that. Frontier Justice, by the way, if you don't have it, is an extremely good scout rifle. And it just deals high damage. That's what it comes down to. Frontier Justice does. This one is kind of interesting. It has the perk, the Ambitious Assassin, where if you get like a multi-kill and then you reload, you get like a larger magazine than normal. Which I guess that's okay, but honestly, yeah, you don't need it. What's probably most important is just dealing high damage. This is Destiny. That's what it always comes down to, isn't it? High damage. And yeah, I felt like the larger clip wasn't necessary. Then you have Firefly, and I felt like, you know, the Firefly, maybe it's just me, but the Firefly explosion doesn't seem to be as big as it was in Destiny 1. It seems to be smaller, or like maybe it doesn't do as much damage. Because I remember Firefly just blowing everything up in a maybe it's because we need to fight Hive. Maybe I need to be shooting thralls. I don't know. But yeah, Firefly didn't impress me, and Ambitious Assassin didn't. Then you have the auto fire. That's the other perk, and the auto fire wasn't bad. The auto fire, obviously, what that does for you is it's gonna like take the efficiency of the weapon all the way up, right? You're not gonna have any wasted DPS on the weapon as long as you're hitting your target. So if you're talking about hitting like, I don't know, like a large target with obvious hitboxes, maybe like a fallen walker, the damage isn't bad on it, right? But again, I could just use Frontier Justice. I don't actually need this Conspirator to do it for me. I could just use Frontier Justice and have the same effect, basically. I don't know, I would have to like do frame tests or something to find out precisely which one does more damage. But again, it didn't stand out. So, you know, why waste the extra slot when you already have Frontier Justice? Now, PvP was a totally different story. I loved it in PvP. In PvP, the first thing I noticed is the scope is it's a very short range scope, nice wide view on it. And so it's really ideal for fighting. I feel like it's actually really good for PvP just because of the way you're able to see more of your surrounding. That's what happens when you have a shorter scope. You get a better idea of what's happening right next to you. And then at the same time, the auto fire was actually really useful. The auto fire helps you just kind of lay a good covering fire. You know how it is right now. Everybody's fighting in groups right now. So just getting that good covering fire for your team as the guy using the scout rifle it felt good. It felt really good actually. Even in close to medium range, just hip firing with it felt very viable just because of that auto fire. So overall, great in PvP. Time will tell if it's kind of like a top weapon for PvP. You know, I don't want to call myself an expert, but I'm not bad. I'm certainly not bad at PvP, and I've played long enough to kind of know what you should be looking for. And then in PvE, you know, this is a very good scout rifle for PvE, but if you have Frontier Justice, you should probably just be using Frontier Justice. And all right, well, I hope that helped you guys. Please enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and keep an eye out for any other guides I might have.
I'm sorry.
This is how you grow strong.
Nope.
Glory is yours. 3 minutes remain.
Majestic!
You're never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time. Forget about it. Go do something else.
Yeah!
Back up off me, Ricky!
Good. Show your enemy what a real fight is like. Victory is all I ask. Good. You've got an armful of crests, and all the glory that goes with it.